you see behind Pesh Island, a big thin strip, that is Grosse Pointe, Michigan. And this is the review for Grosse Pointe Blanke, the soundtrack for the movie. I absolutely love this movie. John Cusack, brilliant in it. Joan Cusack absolutely is astounding in it. And quite honestly, I think it might be Joan Cusack possibly at her hottest. Something about the way she's dressed in this movie. All right. Great movie. Fantastic. It was the perfect comedy to come out after Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Now, but we're not talking about the movie. We're talking about the soundtrack. And the soundtrack, I have one complaint about this soundtrack. There is one song from the movie that is truly missing on here. And they could have easily replaced a couple of the songs to get it on here. All right. Now, this album opens up with The Violent Femmes, Blister in the Sun, which makes sense. It's basically like kind of the driving song throughout a good chunk of the movie, I feel. Pretty sure it pops up more than just at the ending, but you know, it's just one of those songs. I never owned a physical copy of that one before either, so it's kind of nice to have a copy finally. The Clash, Rudy Can't Fail. I don't even remember where this was in the movie. It must have been one of those, you know, something else going on, you're not paying attention, but this could have easily have been removed, along with track 13, to put in one song from the movie that is definitely missing, which I'll get to at the end. I'm not a fan of The Clash. They've got the odd song I don't mind, but that's it. It's kind of like the odd song, and that's it. English Beat, Mirror in the Bathroom. Now, I don't know squat about English Beat. Mirror in the Bathroom is the only song of theirs I can say that I definitively know, and I really dig this song, man. This is a good, fun song. Got a great bass groove in it. Totally cherry. All right, next track, David Bowie and Queen, Under Pressure. Now, I'm not entirely sure why this lists it specifically as David Bowie and Queen, Under Pressure, only because I've always known it as Queen with guest David Bowie doing Under Pressure. So to me, it's kind of interesting to see it put this way on here. I love this song, though. How can you not love this song? You know, some people love this song so much they rip off the bass line and then, you know, add like an extra little syllable to the bass line. I know it's not a syllable, but add a little extra note to the bass line to pretend that they don't love the original and are ripping it off. That's right, I'm talking about you, Ice, and your vanilla. Johnny Nash, I Can See Clearly Now. I didn't realize that. Okay, first off, I didn't know that the song was done by Johnny Nash. Secondly, I always thought it was a woman singing the song. You know, right up until I looked at it with Johnny Nash. Really? That's a dude? Okay. And no, just because the register they're singing it just sounds like a low chick, I guess, or a high dude. You know, I just went with a low chick. Next song. Okay, I absolutely love when songs that were written specifically for movie soundtracks end up being used in other movies, and even better when they're being covered by another band. In this particular case, the song would be Live and Let Die, you know, as in the famous Paul McCartney tune written for the James Bond movie. But this is clearly the GNR version that I'm talking about, since, you know, it's a famous cover, right? And it's just really kind of cool that, you know, the scene that it's used in as well is really fun. And I love that they mix it with a Muzak version of the song as well, so it kind of mixes back and forth between the two. You know, the song's all playing, doing its all heartwarming, kind of breaking at the same time intro thing. You know, and then when he walks into the convenience store, all of a sudden it cuts into your convenience store Muzak style, which, for those of you that don't know, Muzak was instrumental computer programmed music. Usually had kind of like a smooth jazz kind of feel to it. And that's very much what's going on here. It's hilarious. And then we go from that to, but this is the proper full version of Live and Let Die, not with the other stuff mixed into it. That could have been fun though. I think maybe they should have done that. Then we got Faith No More, We Care a Lot. Great tune. The Specials, Pressure Drop. I don't mind Pressure Drop from the Specials. The Jam, Absolute Beginners. Alright. The Clash, Armageddon Time. I actually do dig this one from the Clash. Might be one of the few Clash tunes I actually really kind of dig into. Los Fabulosos Cadillacs, El Matador. Los Fabulosos Cadillacs. That is the name for a band. The song's okay. It's all right, I guess. Then we got Pete Townsend, Let My Love Open the Door, the E-Cola mix. I'm hit and miss with mixes. Sometimes the mix can be really good. Sometimes they're so-so. This one, because I don't own a version of that particular song in a physical copy, I really wish I had the pure form as opposed to the E-Cola mix. But the E-Cola mix is not bad at all. It's actually rather enjoyable. And then track 13, which finishes this off, is Violent Femmes Blister 2000, which is a redo of Blister in the Sun. Got some symphony stuff kind of mixed into it, a few other little vibes mixed into it. It's definitely a different version of the song. It's not like it's been remixed or had other stuff added to the original mix. It's like a total new version. Obviously, it sounds still similar to the other. You know, it's clearly Blister in the Sun. You know, it's not like the difference between, you know, We Will Rock You that we get on the album and We Will Rock You that, you know, Queen would play live. But for me, I really wish they would have taken out the Clash's Rudy Can't Fail. And then Violent Femmes Blister 2000. And they would have put on Motorhead's Ace of Spades. I have real issues with the fact that the heaviest song in the entire movie, in one of the best scenes in the movie, dude sitting there just cranked on the headphones on his Walkman, listening to Ace of Spades while everything's blowing up around him and he's playing Doom. Such a good scene, and they left the damn song out. What a pain. I mean, and the worst part is, it's not even my favorite Motorhead song. It's far from my favorite Motorhead song. And I still wish it was there. Like, how do you put all this punk stuff on here, but you leave out like the heaviest, most brutal, recognized punk band in metal? Motorhead, one of the few bands that, you know, somehow managed to transcend punk and metal at the same time, and it works out great. And they left them out. I paid $6 for this soundtrack. I think it's worth every dollar I spent for it. I love this soundtrack. I was so happy to stumble across this soundtrack, and I'm so happy to be able to be filming the soundtrack for Grosse Pointe Blanke in front of Grosse Pointe. All right. Once again, let me know what you think of these location shots. Sometimes they're fun to do. I can do them around here, and sometimes I can make them actually work and make sense. Sometimes I can't. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. I care about that. On your way down there, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell for notifications. There's a couple links worth checking out. Otherwise, folks, peace, love, take care.